this episode of Healing with the Tarot. My name is Amy. Today we are doing New Love reading, and this is for our singles out there. Before you are 3 cards. Card 1, 3 of Pentacles. Card 2, the 8 of Swords. And card 3, the Page of Wands. Please use your intuition to pick your card, which one you feel drawn to. Ask your spirit guides to help you in the process if you need to, my darlings. I always ask that people are guided to the reading that they need the most. These are general readings, so not everything will apply to you. Please lovingly take what resonates and leave the rest. It will be for someone else watching. If you need longer to make your selection, please pause the video here. Without further ado, let's get on with your reading, shall we? Hello, card number 3s, and welcome to your New Love Singles reading. Right, let's get started, shall we? You picked the Page of Wands. So, let's have a look, shall we, at the Page of Wands, because she is exuberant, she has explosive energy, she has infectious enthusiasm about what is coming into her life, what is coming to meet her. She has ideas aplenty. It's about creative new beginnings, so maybe it's that you are actually in the process of, meeting your partner. Maybe you've already met them and it's the creative beginning, and you'll come today to see if it's a confirmation of that. If you have, it may be better to watch the last week's reading, which is New Love, which is the start of new love interest. This is for singles who have yet to encounter love. So this is a newly found inspiration towards getting into a relationship. The curiosity of trying new things. Gifting yourself permission to dream about your partner that you want to invite into your life. You're ready for that relationship. And, you have that youthful spark of enthusiasm that comes with being ready to embrace being with someone, to actually have them come into your life. What is the challenge energy? Page of Swords in the challenge position, Page of Swords in shadow. So let's have a look at what the challenge is for you, because this got the page, and the page, this is very youthful energy that we have here. Remember that energy is, divine masculine, feminine energy. They are energy, and they are embodied in both men and women in equal measure. So the fact that these are both feminine cards as pages, please don't think this is just for the women, because it also embodies the male aspects as well. All right, so we're looking at a very youthful energy, but here you've got the page where you're ready, but also it's like two sides of you. You see, it's almost like the light side of you that is ready to embrace what is coming in your relationship, but then shadowing that is the opposition to this feeling, to this readiness. This is about feeling like you're all talk and no action, like not embodying being ready. So saying you're ready, but not feeling it on the inside, deep down, maybe. Being, maybe there's some dishonesty within yourself that you're not ready to, you haven't done the work yet towards embodying that healed feminine or masculine energy that is actually ready to step in. But, it's also, because I have to talk about the energy of the card and how it relates here, I have to talk about the fact that it's also means arrogance, and also, as I said, the dishonesty, nervous energy, being nervous about getting involved in a relationship. So I'm not saying that you actually embody all or maybe any of these things. This might not be resonating with you. However, there is something about your shadow energy, your shadow self, that is in opposition at this time to your readiness. A blockage, maybe. Something that is a fear. So although you have this beautiful exuberant energy about stepping up, it's almost so you have a shadow of fear, something holding you back from truly being ready to step into that role. But this is why it's called the challenge energy, because it is actually using this energy to overcome, you know, the shadow of ourselves, of our fears, you know, that are stopping us from moving forward, from embracing a new relationship. So the recommended action. So we see here, we've got the Page of Wands in her exuberance, her creativity, her passion for new things, for actually stepping into that relationship. But then we've got the shadow here of nervous energy, of not being ready, of, you know, holding back. But we have here the desire and the action of rushing forward with haste towards what you want. Because this is streamlined efficiency, this is using logic, this is using your intellect. Let me just have a look at the Knight of Swords. Yeah, decision making, your intelligence, you know, using your wit and determination. It's saving the day. It's the pursuit, it's going in pursuit of what you want. Being assertive to be successful in actually stepping up into the role of being a partner. So is it that although you're single right now, you've already met someone? Because I feel like in this pile, it's I've already met them, but I'm not sure I'm ready. But that's your fear that's holding you back, because you are ready, but something is stopping you from moving forward towards your pathway to pursuing this person, maybe. Because the outcome energy is the Fool. You see, a Fool upright is taking a leap into the unknown. It's actually going for it. But here, it's in shadow. Analysis paralysis. Maybe you've been overthinking, because this is an intellectual energy. She's got lots of thoughts. But here, it's in shadow. It's blockage. You know, it's a feeling of naivety, assuming you already have the answer, rash impulsive choices, lacking experience, analysis paralysis, or feeling foolish, like foolishness. So do you know that saying, only fools rush in, only fools fall in love? But you have to be. This is the key. You see, this is the start of leaping off into the unknown. But here, it's your fear that's holding you back. So you have some fears now, card number 3s, that are holding you back from rushing forward and taking the action required in order to actually move forward with love. If this is not resonating with you, then please maybe have a look at one of the other readings. But to be quite honest with you, this is the way the cards are speaking to me today, and I have to go with what I've said. Not everything will resonate. This is a general reading, so please lovingly take what does and leave the rest. But I do feel that, as you can see, you've got the light energy here, then the shadow. Light energy and the shadow, it's like two opposing forces that are within yourself are conflicting. It's like a conflicting energy, a fight between the light and the shadow within the self that is holding you back from committing, from finding love. But I feel like in this pile, you've already met this person. I feel like this is the pile where it's the conflict within yourself. Because Spirit's saying every relationship has magical moments that can be rekindled. So maybe, you know, you haven't got involved yet on a deeper level. Maybe you've had a separation with this person. Both of you are still single. There's been no commitment. But it is like the possibility of rekindling it if you get over the shadow aspects of your pain, of your fear, the things that have been holding you back, because you want to rush towards this person. But for some reason, you think it's be foolish to do so. You feel a block. But there's already been a recognition, and Spirit's saying the divine will help you recognize the signs and miracles of this connection if you will allow yourself to be guided, if you will allow yourself to open up and to release your fear. I think you've been shutting down your intuition and letting your mental side run the show. And so it's been head over heart rather than heart over head, because you've been stopping yourself and your heart from taking the leap. You want to rush forward, but then stopping yourself. But love conquers all. And love will conquer that feeling, because love will push you forward. All right, my darlings? So let go. Sometimes it's best to let go and let the universe work things out in divine timing. Your need to control this, your push and pull, is actually stagnating this connection. You're going to stay single indefinitely if you cannot resolve this balance within you. Because you have to free yourself from the mental prison that you're finding yourself in at the moment. Because you know there's exuberance and the youth of creativity and moving forward, the haste. You see this energy of action, but then this energy of stagnancy. You're holding yourself back deliberately. Why? When you should let go, because love conquers all. If you recognize the divine guidance, you can rekindle this relationship because you're leading with your heart, and you will know that that person is for you because you begin to feel your heart beat faster when you are close to them. That's all the confirmation you need. They make you crazy, which is why you are scared. It's triggered your fears. It's triggered your shadow, because it's a strong connection. It's the fear of commitment. It's the fear of letting go. It's the fear of being vulnerable. Look deep within your emotions, right? So you've got the racing heart, the emotions maybe that have triggered you, or what you need to recognize and what you need to go with rather than your head. I feel like you feel powerful emotions towards this person, and you want to know, is he for me or isn't he? Only you can tell that. Is she for me or isn't she? Only you can tell that. Only you, by listening to your heart and your emotions and letting go of the need to control and let the divine lead, because love conquers all. You've already recognized their soul. And I know that you want to rekindle this. I know that really deep down, I feel like you want to move forward with this connection. And it's your shadow that's holding you back. And you're going to need to make a choice. Do you wish to stay single and alone? Or do you want to embrace a partnership of love with somebody who makes your heart race? Spirit's saying, embrace your loving connection and rejoice in it. So let this go, release this stuck energy. Because, notice everything remarkable about this relationship. Notice, how you feel. And instead of being afraid of it, let go. Be the fool that jumps off into the unknown rather than stopping yourself because you fear it. It's good to have healthy, sensible boundaries. And I feel like boundaries has been an issue here in this connection, but everybody should have good boundaries, and as much as they do, so should you. So it is about, you know, setting those boundaries and moving in within them, within the parameters of a relationship. Have you set healthy boundaries for yourself? If you have, there is nothing to fear, because you will be treated within those boundaries, you know, respected for them and treated as you wish to be treated, because it's a loving connection. If the other person's already stipulated their boundaries, it's time for you to set your own and to step forward and to actually engage, to rekindle. Or, of course, it's free will, and this is only a collective reading, so take what resonates in here and let the rest go. But, you know, at the end of the day, it is a choice. You can choose to stay single or to move forward on this path. With enlightenment, there is no separation. We recognize we are one with the divine. So, you know, there is enlightenment to be had in this connection. This is a spiritual connection. You know, it's about your enlightenment, it's about your wisdom, it's about using your discernment in order to make the best decision. But there is a choice here. And I just heard somebody say to me, I want you to make it. I cannot make the choice for you. This is for you to make. You are like the one walking your path. And so it's for you to take that leap. Right, let's have a look to see what Spirit has said. There is an open chapter. There are still pages to write, so make them great in this potential connection. My singles, for number 3s, I think the people who watch this one will actually be in an open connection with someone. They've met them, they've not committed, there hasn't been the talk. It has just been you meeting, maybe once, maybe twice, maybe you've come together and gone apart but never committed to each other. But it is an open chapter, and it is about one of you being the runner, one of you being the chaser. One of you wants to step up, the other keeps walking away. But it's about boundaries and having healthy boundaries and expectations. But there is a chance to rekindle and to have love, but it needs both of you to let go and to have faith in love, to rejoice in the love that you share, to embrace your emotions, to note how remarkable your connection is. So there needs to be tenderness, having a gentle spirit, being able to care deeply. The real deal, it's a good match, it's the real deal. Spirit saying, revisit, enjoy, keep going with this connection, my lovely singles. Take time to appreciate the good things. So it could be that you'll reconnect at a party with this person, at a celebration. But also, Spirit saying, you know, celebrate in the connection, celebrate in life. You know, even when you're single, celebrate your singleness, you know, because every moment is a moment to embrace self-love as much as it is to find love. And with it, finding love in ourselves helps us to find completeness, which allows us then to connect with the one that is for us. We can healthily rekindle our connection because we have boundaries. We're listening to our emotions. We are emotionally intelligent. We're emotionally available. We let go of the need to control the outcome. We have faith in love, in our connection. We recognize each other. We recognize the value of the connection. So it is about you recognizing the value of this connection, of stepping up, of getting over your shadow. But this is your choice because you are in direct conflict here. You know, situation, challenge. Recommended action, challenge. Even in the outcome, it's a challenge for you. I would say that it's just the shadow of fear and that is left behind from past trauma that is holding you back from embracing this connection that is a special connection. Empowered love, harness your strength and love with confidence. So empower yourselves to step forward into love. It's about empowerment, self-empowerment. Becoming solid and steady, becoming reliable, available, committed, stepping up. It's either for that person to do or for you. Because remember, this is energy. This is not about me telling you it's you or them. It's, you know, the roles can be reversed. So please take it whichever way it resonates for you, okay? Expectations, having high ideals or unreasonable requirements. So we all need to have ideals, but if they're too high or unreasonable, then we're really cheating ourselves out of love. So being mindful of your expectations, you know, I always say to people that expectations set you up for disappointment. Because if you start enforcing on others the expectations that you have without speaking them, without voicing them, you are setting yourself up for an automatic disappointment. The only person you should have expectations from is yourself. Your boundaries stipulate the rules of engagement, but it should be up to that person to give to you, and you know, through their own expectations of self, you come together in union of boundaries, shared expectations for the relationship. But having high expectations of your own that you're forcing on another is unfair. So please be mindful of that. It's unfair on you as much as it is the other person. Put aside differences and sort to the next level. So if you've been having a challenge here, maybe the shadow here is differences that have made you feel like you cannot be with this person. Well, differences are always going to exist. It's about what can you accept and what can you not. You know, what can you come together in agreement over? Can you reach a mutual decision, an agreement? Can you say, I'm going to accept that difference, or I cannot accept that difference? Do you remember, as I said, there's a choice here. This is still all a choice. Sweet home. There is the potential to make a good home life and settle down with this person. The chapter is still open. It's not set in stone, but it is here for that possibility. You know, stoke the passion to keep the flame of love alive. If you do not rekindle, if you do not actually, you know, work on this connection, yes, the flame will die out. So it is about stoking passion, keeping the flame alive, you know, actually opening to intimacy, because here there is a detonal situation going on where part of you is saying yes and the other part of you is afraid, so it's shutting down. So I would say that one person has been emotionally closed off. It may be you or it may be them, but in order for you to have the love and rekindle this, you have to come to terms with your emotions, and you have to understand that you have to work at it. It takes effort. It will take commitment. Even before you commit to making a bond, to building a bond. Before you commit yourself to that person, you're still making a commitment of sorts. When you meet someone, if you say you're interested, you're committing towards building something, right? So there's always a level of commitment involved. Are you ready to give up your freedom? Are you ready to rekindle? Are you ready to open yourself up to love and your emotions? You know, with healthy boundaries, reasonable expectations. There is attraction. You have great chemistry. So you do share a great chemistry with this person because they make your heart race, and the flame inside you burns bright for this person. So it's about taking the next step, taking action on the move. It's about you making your choice. You've been unsure, questioning past actions and current decisions. I feel like this is the energy here that's reflected in this reading. But you do need to have an in-depth conversation. You need to connect on a deeper level and express your complex feelings. It needs to be heartfelt, not convoluted. Remember here about the emotions and the love. You know, love conquers all. But you need to let go and have that heart-to-heart with the heart that races. Because there is this attraction. Let love's melody inspire your dance together. So this is about your choice. Break free from stress and your toxic past relationships. Stop stressing over this connection. So here, breaking free from the shadow, breaking free from the stress, releasing yourself from the cage that you've put yourself in. You know, it's about escape, worth, carving a new path. So this has been your reading. Which path are you going to carve? Is it going to be into this new connection, my darling singles, or are you going to choose your single life and let your shadow overwhelm your desire for this connection that has a lot of potential? Namaste, my beautiful darlings. My love to you all. I've really loved giving you this reading today. If you've enjoyed it, please leave me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. It's free to do. I upload every Monday with a new reading. The next reading is going to be for new love, no contact reading. So if you are a single, if you're in no contact at the moment and you've already started a new connection with someone, then please join me for that on Monday. I love you whether you're new or old to my channel. Thank you for spending your time, as I said today, and I will be back in the next one. Bye!